All right, getting a few little jobs knocked out today. One of the things that I think about often is how fortunate we are to have the technology that we do in the era that we are living in. Sometimes I'll be reading a book like maybe on the Civil War or on ancient history, and I think, how awesome would it be if we had actual video footage of like a veteran from the Battle of Chickamauga or Gettysburg or the Battle of the Crater, going back in later years and us having video footage of that guy showing us exactly where he fought, or maybe somebody from the Battle of Thermopylae or the Battle of Waterloo. Pretty awesome that we have the ability to capture those stories now. Yeah, right in the middle of me filming this, I have a couple of military helicopters flying by. Huh. It's colder than heck today, but looks like we actually may have had a little bit of a warm up here. The creek isn't froze over like it was. Going back here to pull a trail camera that I left up over deer season. And oh yeah, there it is. Whoo-wee, it's cold. A couple of years ago, there was a book that came out that has been really popular and has done really well, called The Rifle, by a guy named Andrew Biggio. Andrew is a combat veteran from Iraq and Afghanistan, and you can probably go online and hear the story from Andrew himself, but in short, came back, got a hold of an M1 Garand rifle from World War II, and started interviewing all of these World War II veterans who were into their 90s now, and started having them sign this rifle. Anyway, all of those stories that he heard from these men got put to paper and turned into this book, The Rifle. Well, something else that Andrew has been doing is taking World War II veterans back to Europe, to the battlefields where they fought. And anyway, long story short, here's where I'm going with all of this. Not too long ago, Andrew reached out to me. Super nice guy. He's originally from Boston. Kind of pronounces the word Concord a little bit funny, but other than that, really cool guy. And he said that he's taking 3 veterans back to Europe this spring, and said it'd be nice to have a camera monkey along to document the experience. And I just jumped a deer, but unfortunately it was a little too slow with the camera to show anybody. One of my goals for the History Underground has always been for this channel to be a vehicle to do some good in some way. Whether it's sharing history or whether it's helping others in some way. So here's what I'm asking, and I don't make asks very often, but here's what I'm asking on this. Andrew has set up a GoFundMe page to offset the cost for these veterans to go back to Europe, 2 of whom have never been back since they left in 1945. So he set up a GoFundMe page to offset the cost for these guys to go back to Europe, and for us to film it and to document their stories. None of the GoFundMe funds are going towards my travel. I'm taking care of that myself. This is going to offset the cost for the veterans and the support team. So in the description of this video, there's going to be a link to the GoFundMe page. And again, if you can give a little, that's fine. If you can give a lot, that's fine too. If you can't give any, then maybe just share it with somebody else. That would also be a huge help. But anyway, we're going to do something that I think is going to be really important and impactful. We're taking these guys back to the battlefields where they fought, so that they can tell their stories for their families, for us, and also for future generations, so that they can have something that we didn't have with the, you know, the veterans of the Civil War and the American Revolution, where they get to tell their own stories of what they went through in the place where it happened.